Hey there, welcome back to Paper Sketch Anime channel. With me, your beginner anime artist and host Darcy. Wow, this channel subscribers have only reached double digits. I honestly don't know what to say, except thank you very much for subscribing to this channel. I originally made this channel to document my daily drawing progress and kept me accountable for learning how to draw anime. I did not expect people would want to watch my videos or even subscribe to my channel for that matter. Well, I better not disappoint my subscribers, can I? Okay then, let's get over this week's drawing progress so I can prove my drawing skills and create some awesome artwork for you guys, shall we? Like I said earlier in the last week's video, I have decided to study human anatomy in detail. So I did a couple more in-depth anatomy sketches with bone structures and muscle groups. I find it a bit funny that I'm spending more time studying human anatomy like I'm taking a biology course in high school. Funny enough, I never did take a single biology course in my high school years. As for the next sketch, technically speaking, I drew a random OC character on the spot, without any references. The reason because about a month ago I came across some advice from a professional digital artist on YouTube. He claims that if you want to level up your drawing skill, you should try to use your imagination instead of relying on references. I'm curious if my imagination is reliable enough to be used after studying and drawing daily. Besides, what's there to lose, except adding more bad sketches into my sketchbook? So I gave it a shot. At first, I spaced out for a minute because I was not used to draw without a reference. Then I simply let my imagination to take over. At the end, I managed to draw an anime girl and ink the line work afterwards. I would say this experiment is rather interesting to say the least. I mean, the head, the face, the hair, they all came out okay for my first attempt. But the clothing reminded me of how I used to doodle back in high school, which is not good, of course. The body pose was stiff, the arms were not proportionally accurate, and the hands were a mess. So for the legs and feet, I did not bother drawing because I was not confident in drawing them. So what did I learn from this little experiment? Do I suck at drawing anime? Definitely not. It is far from it. It made me realize that I should be more mindful when it comes to sketching from references. After finishing a sketch, I should jot down notes for further improvements. At the end, I finished that day's drawing with a ballerina sketch just to fill up the empty space on the right. On the 4th of August, I came back late from work, felt exhausted, and short on time. I simply sketched out a single drawing from reference. As a side note, I'll be including gesture drawing references into my daily sketches. On the 5th of August, due to extreme weather conditions that caused massive flooding, which lasted for 11 hours, I was forced to remain indoors for the entire day. So basically, a day off for me, unexpected day off, feels great. Feeling relaxed, I began my daily sketches. This time I was testing out a different method for drawing human anatomy. I find this method is up to my liking because the method creates a flow of motion within the body, making the body less stiff and more lifelike. I use this method when drawing out the torso, the arms, and the legs. Then I proceeded to apply this method to sketch out more drawings. This method does not disappoint me. From now on, I'll be using this method when drawing human anatomy until there is a better method to replace it. On the 6th of August, based on the new method of drawing human anatomy, I applied this method to the following gesture drawings. The first two came out okay, but the last one did not, because my eyes were starting to drift off to sleep. What I realized from these drawings is instead of drawing the exact body shape, I should sketch out the human body into simple forms, rectangles for the torsos, circles for the joints, and cylinders for the limbs. That way I can refine the simple forms into actual body parts like a sculptor cutting and carving away an uncut stone into a beautiful statue. On the 7th of August, I pulled an awful 12-hour shifts at work that night. Very tired, yes, but felt excited and determined at the prospect of improving my drawing skills with the new method. I drew two gesture drawings before I succumbed to sleep. For both drawings, I started off with simple forms, then proceeded with adding the muscles forming the human body. As for the last image, I admit the image was drawn poorly. There is no shame for creating bad artworks unless it is intentional. I believe bad artworks are necessary for creating better artworks in the future. Like the Chinese philosophy of yin and yang, you cannot have one and not without the other. You needed bad artworks in order to improve and produce good artworks. Sooner than later, I too will be able to create good artworks. On the 8th of August, I came back from work. I drew two gesture drawings using the new human anatomy method. I jotted down some notes to remind myself on what to improve next. On the 9th of August, being on the weekend, I have plenty of time at hand. I went overboard with sketching on that day. I started off with two gesture drawings using the new method, but they turned out poorly. Being frustrated, I revisited the new method to check if I did something wrong. The problem was that I was overconfident with the new method, that I forgot to be mindful when digesting the new method of drawing. In other words, I rushed my drawings trying to speed up my drawing skill, which backfired in my sketches. So I decided to take a short break to cool off my mind before I attempted to draw again. This time I chose to sketch out official artworks and fan arts for a gaming character named Viper from the online FPS shooting game called Valorant. This time it worked out like a charm by taking my time sketching slowly. The four sketches came out pretty good and surprised by the result. I had fun copying Viper's artwork because I was able to spend time analyzing each artwork's depiction of human anatomy, usage of body gestures, and basic composition. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Feel free to drop a comment or give a like if you enjoyed this week's video. If you really enjoy this type of videos, you can also check out my previous videos in the playlist. I will see you on the next video. Until then, stay safe, good night, and goodbye.